Welcome to Battlefield Fight for Christ, episode number 6. Brandon is back. Welcome back, Brandon.
Thank you.
I had to fly solo last week. They both were pretty busy, so pretty excited to be back on the show and back in the room. I did it at home last time, and I had to show everyone my house. And I'm pretty scared about that.
Yeah, I saw the upload, but I didn't get a chance to watch it.
That's right. It's like 15 minutes, so. Mikey is still not here. Mikey is still doing stuff with his work. He works overnight, so it's really hard to get him in the morning. But he should be back next week. We will definitely make sure he's back next week, so because we missed a little guy. All right, we got a couple different things. Well, one different thing this week. We're going to show a little bit of gameplay later on in the show. We're also going to strict our show shorter. Our show's been pretty long. I know some people are probably like, end it already.
Yeah.
Skipping
scenes.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump to what we need to talk about. So we got a little bit to talk about. That new thing that we're talking to. So we're gonna go straight into our Bible verse. I did not have anything planned when we walked into this room. I walked in this room. I opened my Bible and I flipped and just God just had me stop at Psalms 100. Psalm 100, not Psalms. Psalm 100, and I have this underlined. And this, I don't really have anything to comment on it. I'm just going to read it, and then hopefully God just touches you guys in a good way about how maybe this might affect you in your days to come or something that you're going through right now. Because sometimes this is just an uplifting verses for me. So this is Psalms 100, 1 through 5. It says, "Shout for joy to the Lord. All the earth worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. And it is He who made us, and we are His. Let me start over. I have it underlined, and it's like crossing through the letters. So. Sorry. Well,
oh man,
this is how you know we don't edit our show, because now I just butchered that, and I look like an idiot on YouTube. All right, shout to the Lord. All the earth worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Shush. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good, and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations.
You need some water, bro.
I do. Anyway, some things are going on in my life, and just reading that actually just kind of like I had to read it today on the show because it just affected me. And hopefully, if you guys are going through some hard times, or even not even hard times, just you got a promotion at work, or new baby. I mean, that's still just a praise of thank you, Lord, and thank you for everything, because He's done everything. Our trials, our praises, everything good. I mean, everything comes through Him. I mean, even though we think that when we go through something hard, you're like, why, God, why? It's just more of, He's putting you through this because, you may not, get something totally from it, but you do, because you get a testimony and you're going to help someone later in life.
Exactly. And every day is a struggle. Like I wake up and I'm fine. My shoulder is free, and then the chip is just dropped, and I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm like, oh my goodness, and then you just really gotta just hand it to God. You're like, okay, I'm back in my center, and because if you just let it pile on and hold it in, then that's when stress really overwhelms you. Yeah.
And I mean, you gotta think of people if you guys haven't heard of him, his name is Ken Freeman, and he does Wild Week, and he's been through some trials. Like his childhood growing up was bad, and the thing that God gave him was this ministry, this Wild Week youth ministry, and his story impacts thousands of teens, and it's just God gave him those trials to witness and share God's greatness. That now that God has got him through that, and now he is on the road sharing his story and just changing lives, and that's a praise in itself, and that's the glory of God right there. So,
Yeah.
And I mean, my childhood hasn't been the best, and one of these days we're talking about maybe recording each of our testimonies a little bit deeper than we did at the beginning. And I mean, God has done a lot through me, and it's still working in me, because with the job that I'm at, it's hard to be a Christian in that job. And at first I fell into the devil's temptation and, started to try to fit in and be the cool guy. But now everyone's kind of noticing that I'm changing a little bit. Like, Mike, you're not being you. And I was like, no, I'm being me. I'm not being who you want me to be.
Exactly.
So it's just that verse right there. That's one of the verses that I need to think of when times get tough. Just, be like, I got God, this is all you. And, everything, even though I'm going through some hard times, I just glorify you and sing joyful songs and to you, and Lord, you'll change it, or you'll use this situation to bring glory to you somehow in some way. So.
Yeah, it's funny how you brought up the fact that people will look at you strange if you're not in the fit-in group. They're like, what's wrong with them? He's just being himself,
right? Yeah, they're so used to you trying to fit in with them and being someone that you're really not, and then you're trying to be yourself, and they're like, you're weird.
Exactly.
Like, no, I'm not weird. I'm just saved by grace.
Yeah.
So, and that's like, this is just how awesome God is. Because like I said at the beginning of this was not planned. This was. I told Brandon when we came in, like, I have nothing planned. I had one thing planned. It was this gameplay that we're going to show a little bit. This Bible verse, I literally was flipping through the Bible and I saw that, and then good little chat came out of it. So
yeah.
Anything that you want to add on? Any Bible verses or anything that God's done in this week for you?
I've been reading a lot of Psalms, like ever since Sunday. I've probably read half of them, and I'm not doing it in order. I'm just like, flipping through, and if it catches my eye, like the subtitle could be "Prayer in Distress," and I'm like, okay, I need that, and then I read a little bit in Proverbs, but mainly I've just been in Psalms and Proverbs,
Yeah. I have been these last week I have been terrible in reading the Bible. I'm not saying this replaces it, but I've been reading Tim Tebow's books still, because it takes me 3 weeks to read a book. Not a very long one either. And there's Bible verses, and a lot of those hit me hard, but most of the time I'm just trying to get through this Tim Tebow book, because there's other books I want to read. So every time I lay down, I'm just like, all right, I need to finish this. And I'm definitely not doing a good job on my Bible intake, is what Pastor Jeff would say. So, but I've been praying a lot about that, and Michelle's been kind of getting on me, and then my grandpa is a good role model when it comes to Bible reading. He reads it every day. He reads that before he does anything. And me and him are going to do a Bible study at home, and he's going to help me get back into daily Bible reading.
That's good.
Because life gets fast.
Mm-hmm.
You get up, go to work, come home, eat, bed, do the same thing over and over and over and over. And then when you have your days off, you're like, there's so much stuff I need to do at home. You still right past this. And,
exactly.
We call our show is called Battlefield, and when I think of Battlefield, I'm thinking like we're in this war, and this is our primary weapon. If you played any video game, or not even video game, but any war, they have their primary weapon. They have their M4 machine gun. If you're on, if you're playing Battlefield, your main gun, and then you have your sidearm, which is your pistol. This is your main gun, and I am doing real bad on keeping it maintenance. And so it's when I go into that war, my gun might jam or misfire, and that's not good. So
yeah, you want to clean it daily.
Yes. So but my grandpa, I'm going to call my grandpa the sergeant. God's the commander, my grandpa's my sergeant, and he's definitely helping me out. So
that's good.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but on like the Facebook and Twitter, I've been calling this room the war room. I've been kind of making it more like a battlefield or war military kind of thing.
See, I've been meaning to go on Facebook. Like I'll go on Facebook and I'll just look like at the updates, but I don't really interact with people on Facebook, you know, I'm like, all right, log out. You know.
Well, I saw that you posted something real long that was really neat.
Oh yeah, like.
Did you get that from somewhere, or did you just came up with that?
That was off the dome.
Nice. I did copy and paste it and put it on our Facebook, but I did give you credit.
All right, thanks.
So it's all you. Not that I put like underscore
right.
or dash Brandon Lewis. So.
But you know, like people, it's on the battlefield. You can check it out, but basically, I was just you know, on my heart, I knew a lot of people who would turn away from the faith because of what they get from other Christians, like if they're being judged or, you know, looked at wrong, and they'll just turn away completely just because of a group of people.
Right.
You know, and basically I'm saying it doesn't matter if you're 45 years old in the basement or you're 22 and you just graduated college. You're still gonna have guys and girls who look at you with disappointment, and what you got to do with that is just keep putting your faith in Jesus and walking his steps and reading the Bible as much as you can, because as you said, it's our primary weapon. And you know, so you know, that's what I wanted people to get out of it, you know, if they're going through that, you know, trial in their life.
And a lot of people will, especially that school just started.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people that are new in school are going to come in, and it's going to hard to. Some people it might be hard to show that faith right away because you want to be like, oh, I don't want to be already come out as the outcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But it might be easier than others, though. All right. Anything else? I had a pretty good week. I had one bad day. Not bad. I shouldn't say bad day. I had one stressful being a Christian kind of day. One of my coworkers, I was telling him about like a church event. And, I was like, oh, and after church something happened. Like, oh, you know, I think my car started smoking or something. We didn't know what it was from. And my friend was like, well, that's what you get for going to church. And and he's a guy that I work with every day. And it's one of those things. I'm nice to the guy. I don't want to be mean to the guy, and I don't judge him at all. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to work, and like when people are saying that, and it's just like, mm-hmm. and trying to witness to him is very, very hard. Even bringing up anything about church or God, he just blows it off. So, you know, he knows that
puts up a wall.
Pretty much. So, I try like being friendly to him still, even though he says comments like that. And we're not like enemies or anything. Yeah. We're not. He just says comments like that, and it's really heart-wrenching that someone can say something like that, and you know, just be okay with it. Mm-hmm. And it's just. So it was one of those days because it's just I had respect, or I still have respect for the guy, but it's hard sometimes to respect someone that says stuff like that, knowing that that's your life is like you are, you know, I'm a Christian, you know, mm-hmm. I love God, and, you know, Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and then he starts setting up like that, and it's just like, yeah, you know, I'm at the point where if he says it again, I'm gonna be like, come on, man, why, you know, if you don't want to be, you know, I understand if you don't want to hear this stuff, but can you know, lay off on me,
right?
Because he lives in a different way, and I don't say anything about that. You know, I don't approve of it, but I'm still his friend. You know, we still talk, we still have a good time. Mm-hmm. But I don't go like, oh, you know, the way you're living, you're gonna go to hell. But he right. Sure as enough can say, you know, that's what you get for going to church.
You know, and I know people who will literally fight another guy if they say, yo mama, you know, so and God is, I love you, Mom, but God is like a million times more than my mom, yeah. You know? So
it's really hard because and God says, do not be quick to anger, and I have a really bad anger problem, and I'm really good at containing it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can go through some stressful situations and not get mad. I can easily blow stuff off, but when you hit down deep, and that's when it starts getting hard to hold on. And at that time, I wanted to say something, not anything like regards of his like lifestyle or anything, but just like, really, Jesse? Like, sorry, really, dude? Like, do you really have to go down that far? Like, was that necessary? But I didn't, because that's not like what we should do. And I'm not the perfect Christian, because I was literally this close to saying something, because it really hit down deep. Because I wasn't expecting him to say something like that.
Right.
And that, I mean, that's why we have to, read our Bibles, because, if as much as I haven't been reading it this week, I mean, but I read it and I know that I'm not so quick to anger, and it takes me a minute to like, all right, God, please handle this one, because I'm about to blow up on this guy. Yeah. And God will give you that and be like, whoa, I got this. He will, and because I was pretty depressed when Jocelyn left, and I'm not ashamed to say that. But it's official now.
Yeah,
it's on Facebook.
Yeah, but on Friday, it didn't really hit me. It was like, I'll be good. And then on Saturday, I'm like, all right, this is not as cool as I thought. And then
I'm bored.
Yeah.
I got nothing to do.
And then on Sunday, I went to church. I was fine there, and then I was like, now I gotta go back home. And
hey, we didn't even come to church last Sunday.
Yeah.
Michelle had a bad knee, and I feel like a terrible person this week. Didn't read my Bible really at all. Didn't go to church. Sorry, not to interrupt you.
I was hoping to hang out with you too. I'm like, please come. And then you did. I'm like, this is gonna be a bad day. So I went back home knowing that it was gonna be miserable there, and I was just like, all right, I really need your help, God, because I was barely even reading the Bible those 3 days. I would read probably once right before I went to bed, and it was like Psalms 23, like the shortest ever. So
Jesus wept.
Exactly. So but I prayed about it, and then on Monday night, God, He finally answered, and He just smoothed out my surface, and now I'm reading a lot, like I was saying, I'm in Psalms and Proverbs, and it's literally my food, food for the spirit, and it's helping a lot.
Like Pastor said, you got your meat eaters and your milk drinkers, and right now I'm definitely that milk drinker, and it's really hard to say that, because I don't want to be that milk drinker. And what we mean by meat eaters and milk drinkers, it's meat eaters are the people that are in the Bible every day, like my grandpa, my sergeant. My grandpa he just reads it every day and makes sure that if he doesn't get it, it's like not having any food that day. He gets upset, crabby. And then I'm that milk drinker where I'll get it in there when I can. And that's why me and my grandpa actually had a conversation about this probably like a month or two ago, that he goes, I just noticed that you haven't been reading your Bible lately. And I'm like, I know, I'm just busy and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, well, you definitely have time to play your video games. And I'm like, okay, you hit home. All right, I understand. I need to put it down a little bit. So
yeah.
What I need to do is probably before I read that Tim Tebow book, read my Bible. And a lot of times when I start reading the Bible, I can't put it down. Like, well, now I got to finish this. Now I got to finish this chapter. I got to finish this chapter. And so the thing is like, I just need to initiate to start reading it. Because I'm not going to go anywhere in my faith if I don't read. If you're not eating the soul fuel food, whatever, getting your primary weapon all ready to go back to war. So
because
I'm definitely going out into that battlefield, and I'm getting pinned down a lot. So gotta advance my strategy. So
yeah, it's good. It's good that you got other fellow men around you. Me being one of them. So
oh yeah, and we'll be here for another hour. So all right, well, trying to cut down on time.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut this short. So if you have anything, because this is the most important reason for the show.
Yeah.
So we can ex-nay any video game stuff if we need anything else, but I don't really have anything else.
That's it for me.
That was a good chat. I enjoyed this. I think that was probably the longest part of this.
Yeah,
and the show, and it's comes off of winging it. We should probably never plan anything when it comes to this part. Let's just wing it every time.
Walk in the door, and be like, what is the Holy Spirit saying? You know.
I think that's probably because that was a good chat for something that we didn't even have planned. So.
And it helped us spiritually. Like I feel a lot better now. You know.
I too. So, all right. At this time, we are going to go into the gameplay. Brandon hasn't played this game. This is the first time that he's seen it. He actually watched the video before we're about to show this. So, take a peek, and we'll be right back. All right, how's it going, guys? Unashamed Gamer here. Doing something a little different than usual. We're going to do a little bit of gameplay of a new game that just came out. We're going to be playing some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadow. Came out August 28th. Played a little bit last night. Thought it was pretty fun. Enjoyed it a little bit. Played it with a friend of mine on here. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it and start playing. Nickelodeon and Activision, part creators. Never really heard of them. Red Fly. One thing I don't like about this game is the style of art on the turtles. They are a little weirder than your usual turtles that you usually see. One good thing is I love the intro song. It's from the second Ninja Turtles. Turtle Power is the name of the song, so it's pretty cool that they brought something from one of the movies. But we'll go ahead and just jump in. I am not going to start from the very beginning because there's a prelude and they're pretty boring. So we're going to go ahead and just jump on the first chapter right away. So prelude, preload, whatever. The loading screens here are Leonardo, and as far as I've played, it's only Leonardo, so it'd be cool if they switched it up and put different turtles, but other than that, it's still pretty cool. Oh, and I'm changing the volume. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and start playing here. I'm playing as Leonardo.
Okay, I give up. What the heck is all this stuff? This is amazing.
You can switch between any turtle you want.
I can build almost anything.
I'll play as Mikey here. So the combos are pretty fun.
Yeah. Could you build a flying skateboard? Yeah. Could you build a pizza? Well, yeah, I guess a pizza oven, but why? They're building a pizza joint! Can we go there?
He's smiling, talking about pizzas. So just let them talk there for a minute. The fighting in this game is pretty cool. A lot of different combos. You can do kicking only. You can hit with your weapons. Each character has a special weapon that you can upgrade to. You do earn experience as you play this game. So let's go ahead and...
That smells awesome! Pizza! Stay focused, Mikey. We gotta catch up to those purple dragons before they steal whatever it is they're after.
And another loading screen. There's not that many loading screens, it seems like right now, but once you start playing a little bit, the loading screens kind of do calm down. So, I was playing this last night, and my wife really commented on how they run. Which I thought was pretty funny.
Wait, the heck was that? Did you see that?
Okay, they're leaving. Hey, look. There's a purple dragon headed down the alley.
Aw, the poor guy's all by himself.
So we got some Splinter Cell action going on. It's telling me to switch to Raph, so I'm going to go ahead and be Raphael.
Just must always want.
Oh, big headbutt. into some fighting action here. The fighting style is a lot like Batman, Arkham Asylum, and stuff like that. You can jump around between enemies pretty easily. Countering's the same way. They'll start glowing when they're about to hit. Let's see if I get a counter. Oh, I missed that one. And then you just do a pretty cool counter move. Just like that. Pretty cool. I'm going to switch over to Mikey here in a second. Maybe it won't let me, so. We do build up to some special attacks. If you see on the top right corner, that's my XP I'm earning from fighting, and that's how you rank up your stats. I'll show this real quick. This is your stats. You just pause the game and go to stats. You can add like new attacks, new finishers, team stuff, special things for each character. Each character unlocks new weapons. Raphael gets like these giant punching arms. Play a little bit more, and then I don't want to ruin the game for you guys. Just want to show you how cool it is. It's a pretty sweet takedown. Camera angles can get a little annoying. It gets real close when you're trying to fight. Give that guy a big knee to the face. You can jump over almost everything. You can jump over your teammates or roll over them. Run up walls. You can do counters together. I just jumped over all three of them. That was pretty fun. And just do a lot of stuff in this game. So it's definitely one of the better Ninja Turtle games that I've played. Other than the look of the turtles. That's one thing I just cannot get over. So. Turtles look kind of creepy, not fun and friendly like the turtle show that came out around the year I was born. So, soda can here.
They are big, but did you seriously just say holy cats? They are.
And now I can do turtle power KOs. You do some funny stuff like that. See if I can do another one here. If I can hit somebody. Just like all the old classic Ninja Turtles, pizza's your health when you find it. When a turtle goes down, you can switch to another turtle and go revive your friend. So it's always a plus. You don't actually lose a turtle. Evade just like Batman. Ooh, missed that counter. Cool combos.
Yeah!
Plays Mikey. Pretty sweet. Just leveled up there. I showed you the stats screen, we're gonna skip that. The cutscenes are all comic book style, so it's a little different.
Okay, copy that. But what's there? What's at 811 Windsor? If I had to guess, it's their next stop, their next takedown. Hey, isn't that April's apartment building? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, you remember it has that staircase all
You can
the way
taunt,
up?
that's pretty fun. Mikey's always fun to play.
Faster and stay out of sight.
Dance, if you get close enough, you can do taunts with other people.
Alright!
See if I can get one by itself. I think Mikey and Donnie dance.
Ta-da!
Oh, wait. Come here, Donatello.
Very quiet now. Exactly. Yeah, guys! Love it!
I guess not.
Neener, neener. Everyone saw that, right? Woo, guys!
All right, enough high fives. All right, guys, that's the little gameplay review that we have for you, and we're gonna go back to the show. And that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Like I said, Brandon hasn't played that game. What did you think of the gameplay that we just watched?
It kind of reminded me of a free roam game. Is it free?
No. It's pretty much.
Well,
you gotta stick to their path.
No, because I grew up playing the Ninja Turtle games and it was always 2D.
Oh, okay, got you. So you have a arcade style that's
Really?
that graphics, but it's like your old 2D side scroller.
Oh, okay. So seeing that gameplay, I'm like, wow, that looks amazing, and you're, I don't know, like I was at loss for words. I'm ready to play it now, you know.
Like I said on there, I probably played for at least 2 or 3 hours last night before getting off, and there's a couple things that I didn't say on that video. I told you about the reviving. In this game, unlike the other games, when you find a pizza box, you stack it. Like collecting an item, you don't use it right away like the older games. When you picked it up, you automatically healed. And that's the only way you can revive. You have to have a pizza, or they have to have a pizza.
Yeah.
Then you pretty much like revive them. If you don't have that, then they're knocked out.
Right.
And then the game is awesome. Like the combos are pretty cool. I unlocked Mikey's special weapon. I've almost fully upgraded Mikey already.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, it's just like it's Batman fighting style. Like I said there, I cannot get over the way the turtles look.
Yeah, they look like you know how on the movie their upper section is kind of sticking out more.
Mm-hmm.
On that one, it's like a human with no nose. It's like their nose is cut off and
Looks like a dinosaur.
right, like a raptor or something with a smashed in face. But
The dialogue in the game, they say some funny stuff, but it can get real cheesy.
well, they're probably their main, I guess, crowd they're aiming at probably be around the 10 to 15.
I would say this is a dark Ninja Turtles game.
Really?
It's I wouldn't say dark as in like bad dark, but it's like it's not bright and well, what can I talk? Catch kids' attention, but it's more to catch probably like your
Okay.
early teens to like 25-year-old. Like the combos are real. I wouldn't say they're difficult, but like it's like spin of the joystick and hit these two buttons together. It's not something like a 4-year-old can grab and like. No, it's more of probably an older crowded Ninja Turtle fan shit.
Okay, so I just need to play the game before I say anything.
No, it's fine because, like as you saw in the gameplay, it's a lot of dark areas. Coming out of shadows, kind of. I guess that's why. But there's no bright days you're fighting in. It's literally either in the sewers or in the dark. So, and commentary. It's definitely an all ages game. You're not going to find anything bad in this game. I've almost beaten it, so don't take my word on it. If you get to the end and it's like, whoa, don't let your kids play. I don't think it's a Ninja Turtles game. I don't think and it's Nickelodeon.
Okay.
So I don't think it's going to be bad, but definitely an all ages game. I enjoyed it. I've been a Ninja Turtles fan since I was a kid.
Same here.
My mom can verify that. When one of my first sentences was something with Ninja Turtles. Grew up. I have multiple seasons of the very first Ninja Turtle cartoon on DVD. I have all their movies. I collected their toys. I'm just excited. I just bought, if you follow me on Instagram, @UnashamedGamer, I just bought the original 1989 Ninja Turtle game for NES, for the regular Nintendo. So you're going to have to come over and play that.
Yes.
Play it again, so.
Yes.
Hasn't came in yet. My Final Fantasy X for PlayStation 2 came in yesterday, and I'm getting my PlayStation 2 from you when you leave.
Yes.
Because I'm going to play.
Yes. So. I will give that to you.
Any other comments on that? It's just one of those that you got to play. It's going to be fun. You're not going to be mad at it. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
So, we were going to skip some gaming news, but I'm just going to shout out just a couple of them real quick. Minecraft for Xbox 360 got an update. I think it's its final update, or it's one of the final updates. A lot of cool stuff. Jungle biome. You can build like 264 blocks high now. Stuff that he has no idea what I'm talking about. He's never played Minecraft. Like I said in the last episode, PlayStation 4 finally got announced officially November 15th. Is when it's
What?
Officially November 15th.
Really?
PAX Prime, they announced that in PAX Prime, so. Wow. Also, like us on Facebook because I am throwing out so much Battlefield 4 information on our Facebook because we're both excited for Battlefield 4 and the game looks amazing. It's beautiful. I'm gonna get it for the 360 and I'm gonna be so it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be as good as playing that 64 player game.
Yeah.
64 players at 60 frames a second. And right now most games are like I think like 16 at 30 frames a second. So this game is going to be smooth.
That's crazy.
Looking quick over anything else. Oh, I played Saints Row 4. I like it, and then I don't. I really rather play Saints Row 3 over that. So.
Yes, it's weird. I guess, how you're in the spaceship, and then you go into your little Matrix mode.
Yeah. I was going to show gameplay on that, but that's not really, just in case young ones are watching it, it's not really a game that you want to see gameplay. That is definitely a game for
the mature.
The mature.
If you're not mature and you're flaky, you don't want to play it because
it's like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row stuff. I do play them just so I can say I have, but other than that, I stick to the Battlefields, the Ninja Turtle games, Final Fantasies, stuff like that. So, playing a lot more Killzone again. Love that game.
Okay.
But, all right, we're gonna wrap up our show. We are getting close to our time. So, here's our final announcements. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Battlefield Fight for Christ. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/The Battlefield F4C. All this will be in our credits at the end of the show, so you don't have to write it down real quick. I think that's about it. Prayer requests, email us at thebattlefieldf4c@gmail.com, also at the credits at the end of the show. Any last words or anything?
That's all.
That's it? No more?
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. You guys have a good day. God bless.
God bless.
Cause we do this in his name, studying his word to let them know about the game. We just get it cause he got it. We ain't boasting in ourselves, we just boast cause he about it. We come, we ain't do this on our own. We been all up in this world, but he brought us in his own. I ain't never giving up, I ain't backsliding no more. I'ma keep on grinding for him till my body hit the floor. This is how we get it. Music is my ministry, his kingdom is my business. Think I'm unashamed, I'ma tell the whole world about his name. So tell him we here. Tell him we here. Tell him we here. that good? From that KY to the NY, so Cali.